this is Rhonda with Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and today we're going to do this one. I think last time we kind of teased you and we didn't do the same box, but today we're going to put our tissue paper. I printed some cute prints out on tissue paper, and now we're just going to take what I like to do. I just take an X-Acto and carefully just kind of go down the page. And I'll show you how I put these this tissue paper on. I just took a glue stick. They say to tape it, but that is such a pain for me to tape that I just thought I'm going to try a glue stick, and it worked perfectly. It would take me a while to get 2 or 3 of these taped down. You know, I just felt like it was a lot of work to tape these down, but doing the glue method was easy. I was going to take my X-Acto, but this is working. Just take a pair of scissors, and I just kind of go around the page, and I just use my old pages that I've maybe printed out and didn't really like the print on them. And then you can just take this and kind of tear the extra off and probably reuse it. I'm gonna try to reuse these a time or two. Yeah, it's just coming off pretty easy. It's just got to be taped down enough that you can print on them. So I've got it now just on tissue paper, and we're going to use the water pen, and let me get a couple of these out, and we're going to start making some cute little we're going to tear this up just a bit to put it on our box. And I was going to use this as my sewing box, kind of put next to my sewing machine. And I thought, well, that's kind of big. That's why I made that other one a day or so ago. So, and then I'm going to use this one and set it by my chair, because I always have a few little things I want to put by my chair. My book, I have scissors, you know, I just have a few little things that I'd like to set by my chair, and I think that would be really cute just to set there. So I wanted to get some of the colors, like these colors right here, to match with my decor. So I have this, it's a fairly old, very old, I should say, not fairly. It's probably, from the 90s. And it's just a water pen, and there is better ones out there. I think I have one right here. Maybe not. But anyway, this works just as good as any of the others I have. So I'm just going to take and put a water pen. See my little stripe on that? And I'm just going to tear this apart. Whoops, that kind of tore a little uneven right there, but that's okay. So we'll just tear that little piece off. And I think what I want to do is put these along the edge right here. So I need to take that a little bit. It's a little higher than I want. So I'll just round that off just a little bit more. But then I'll make another piece, and we'll just do this around, the front and the back, and just Mod Podge it on. I took just a little bit more off. Let's see how that works. That works a lot better, yeah. Okay, so we're going to make another little piece that will fit right there. Let's see. This is the other side of it. Let me get that piece off my finger. butt it up against there, and then, you know, I think I'll just water pen it. Do the water pen method on it, maybe. Let's see where my, so I'm just gonna take, and I made a little mark right there. There's a little tiny mark right there, so I'm just gonna take it and go up and tear it and see if that didn't work. Oh, heck. Okay, we'll just find another little piece. You know how it is, crafting, you, there's always a way to fix it. Let's see if that's, if we butt that up against there. I don't know what you guys would do if I actually did a craft without messing up. There. So we'll butt that up against there. And that right there. And I'm going to kind of, well, tear this off just a bit. That will work right there. Okay. I'm going to get some Mod Podge, or I don't really use Mod Podge, I use glue, so we will start. I'm going to stand up just a bit. And make sure I put it right where I need it. And I'm not going to mind too much if this wrinkles, because I think it will add to the vintage look I'm going for. So I may even try to put a couple of wrinkles like I did right there. And that right there. So there. I did put some wrinkles in it, but that is what I am kind of going for. I'm going to have to, we're going to tear this edge right here because it is too straight. So I'm just going to tear it up just a little bit. Put some more Mod Podge. We're going to grungy this up with some wax. It's going to look so cute. I love this vintagey paper. Ooh. And this is not forgiving, so I have to be kind of careful. I'm not going to this is not going to give when I try to rip it up again, so we got to get it right the first time. But this is, I want it to look kind of like ripped wallpaper, like in the old houses where you have wallpaper and it's kind of looks like it's, or people's ripped some of it down. And let's see if I can get this little piece to go right there. Kind of blend in. All right, so there's the first side. It's looking so cute. We'll go to the next, or the back side, and do the same thing. We've got our page right here. And we're just going to go down the middle. Oops, I had a little bit of glue right there. That's not so good. All right, so turn that over so we don't mess it up anymore. So I'm going to go around all the edges here. This will give us a kind of a ripped look on the edge. Okay. That's pretty good right there. I was so intimidated, and I've tried a few times to do this tissue method, and I failed every time. I just couldn't get it right. And then I just watched a couple more videos and just played with it a little bit more and finally got it right. But the trick is, and I was just taping it right here on this, but the trick is to fold it under the other side, and that really does it. So that is my little trick I had to learn along the way. Okay, so we're going to get some Mod Podge on this side. Kind of smoothed down and kind of wrinkled up a little bit. Make sure this is moist over here. There. All right, that's looking pretty dang cute. You can see that seam, but I'm hoping once it dries, you may not be able to see it as much. If you do, that's fine, because we're going to grungy it up and do a lot of fun stuff like that. So I think it'll be fine. Okay, so I have these. I've already kind of ripped up. And this has little grooves right here. And I'm going to try to push it down in there into the little grooves with my brush. I think that would make it look cute. My printer really hates printing out on tissue paper. It doesn't like it, but I do it anyway. It will kind of start doing lines across your print. So I just have to clean it, do a clean job on it. We'll do a little one up here. And I just painted this little trunk here, our sewing thing, with Waverly chalk paint. And put just a little one right here. Got wet, so I think it'll be just fine. We'll smooth it out, going over the edge. Let's see. I don't know what that little dark spot is. Some kind of little flower. We'll take it away. Okay, so we got that side, and we'll get this side, and then we'll do the sides. So get a couple more little flowers ripped. And let me see, where's the rest of my, there they are. I still have a couple more here. I printed 4 think that's going to be enough. Do one good size one on this side. These water pens are so nice. If you don't have a water pen, just use a brush. But the brush may suck up a little more water than you'd like, so kind of dab it off just a bit. This has like a little, it filled with water right there. So like I said, it's so old. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't want to work. A little water canal thing. Okay, I'll put that there. I think just maybe, don't want to get too much on there. It's hard to try to figure out what side's the right side on these prints. Oops. Don't want that big of a wrinkle, just little wrinkles. Said it's hard to tell which side is right and wrong side. Just want to do one little one down here. Got a little piece that's chipped off right there. We'll put it down to try to camouflage it a little bit. All right, we're getting there. I think I'll go that direction, going from the top. Get my pin rolling here. Irregular looking shapes are nice. Let's see. It doesn't look so squared right there. Tore way too straight. We'll have to fix it. Kind of like that. Get this turned up. Kind of like that there. I think I want to put this one off to the side, maybe. And this one up here. Fix those corners so they're not so straight. This little thing I got at a thrift store, so keep your eyes open for some cute little stuff at thrift stores. You can make the cutest little things. I've been really into boxes lately, and I've thrifted so many of them. You guys are probably getting bored with them, but it's funny, I go from books to boxes. I was really loving doing books there for a while. I got my junk journal art book, so we're going to start that. And so that will be a fun little thing to do. Stand up for this, I can't see. Now dry this just a little bit so I can put it over on its side. It's kind of looking like a little hot mess right now. But once we grungy it up, and it'll look so cute. I want to put a big bow on it, a big fabric messy bow, and get this a little bit dry on the side. Okay, one more side. Then we'll start grungying it up. Make sure it's all, whoops, guess I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I haven't got my other little paper taken off. I'll show you what my printer does. It does these little black smudges and that on the sides. I really don't like tissue paper, but still make it do it. Okay. So, what do we want? I'll have it go like that. Might be the easiest way, just to put it on there and shape it. Gotta kind of be gentle when you're ripping. There's that one. Cut this little flower out right here. And another little, maybe just this little tiny one. Sorry you guys can't see that great big thing in the way. Just trying to pick out a couple of little different pieces. Put that over there. Okay. Oops, stay over there. Stay in your own lane, huh? all over. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Ooh, getting some good wrinkles in it. There. Get a couple of those little stray pieces back down. Looking so stinking cute. All right, so we've got it on this side. Cute little paper on that side. That side on top. That. So let me get it good and dry, and then we'll come back and wax it really good and do some fun other little stuff on it. So I just clear waxed it, and all I used is this clear wax and just went over all of it. Just every little nook and cranny. And this will kind of repel some of the dark wax because sometimes it gets way too dark. And this will help keep some of the wax not getting so dark on it. Get my lid off of this one, we will use it. My hands are slick with that wax, that other wax on it. Oops. Let's see if that one's not going to work. Let's get another one. I have to wash that one out. Get that little. Okay, so I'm just going to get it all juiced up here with some good wax. And then I'm just going to start on the sides because I want them pretty dark. Little corners. Just start grunging it up. These little slats are going to give me a little bit of a run for my money because they're going to want to stay in there. Work on those. The little knob all good and grunged up. Some of that wax out of them holes. Sometimes you could take your white wax brush and work on some of the darker spots too. There. Look how cute that's looking. Just, ooh, that sounded ugly. Just with a little bit of wax on it. Work on some of these spots and kind of buff it in. It'll take some of it off, and you want to kind of buff it in. And then any spots that you don't really love, just, excuse me, go back over it. A little bit of more wax. I think that's looking really cute. Right there. I don't like that spot, but grunge up the picture too. All right, start on this side. Some of this didn't lay down. We'll just scratch it off and make it look even more shabby. See how the wrinkles in it are really taking the stain. That's exactly what I wanted. look really old and vintage. There's that side. Just keep rolling it over and grunging it up. Some of these little corners are broke on it, so those will be kind of grungy. And we'll go back over it and make sure all of the corners are really dark and grungy. That didn't want to stay. We'll just take it off. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. I didn't realize I was doing that. Okay. Try not to move it. Get y'all seasick. This will be the last box I do for a while, so you guys don't get too burnt out on boxes. Just had quite a stack of them here, so I thought, oh, I better start doing something with them. Has a lot of big wrinkles in it, so this is gonna really take the stain. Kind of go over and wipe a few of the areas that look pretty. This side of the handle. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. Stain down in the sides here. Still have one more side. killing my hand. All this rubbing. Let's tip it down and see what we have. Whoops. That hurt more than I wanted. We'll just grunge it up and it'll just go with the look of it. Something's a little darker than you like, and just because we put the white wax or the clear wax on it, it will help take it off with the, when you rub it a little bit. Oh, I love it. So grungy and beautiful. A little piece that didn't get put down. Really dark spot right there. Must not have got any of the clear wax on it, so buff it out with the clear wax. Looks a lot better. Like these spots right here that are really dark and kind of ugly looking. Just kind of buff them out with this. And you can go back over them. Shade it in. Looking so good. Make sure I did the inside of both of these. A couple of lighter spots there that a little bit darker. Okay. Knob right there needs a I think we got it. My hands are a mess. Okay, now we're going to let the wax kind of dry and then we'll buff it out again. If I sit and try to buff it now, it'll take most of the wax off. So we are going to set it aside and make a cute bow to hang off the side of it. Make it really cute. Get our little bow dabra. Pieces here. We've got so much lace and stuff like that. I've got to start using some of that on my bows, so that is my goal. I need to use some of that up. Got this really silky, beautiful stuff, and there's that kind of little lace we'll use. And the darker stuff. Got to get me some more sheets ripped. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't even know I had that. Go with, put some of that in there. We're going to do a nice, huge bow. Get Super cute. I'm going to put a little bit of this lighter color in too. Get a bunch of this greens out. Okay, let's see what that kind of mess will make. Okay, I'm going to go with the darker down at the bottom. And these are just little short pieces, and I don't want it too long. So we're just going to, that one's a really short piece. We're just going to do our bow like that. So I just halved it, and we're going to put one on one side, one on the other side, because the pieces are a little short. But you can make it with about anything you have, any kind of little pieces of your fabric. So that's, you won't even know that those were two pieces. Okay, here's another green, a lighter one, and then we're going to start putting some white. That's a, rip that one, that was a little wide right there. Take a little bit of that off. There. You could put these kind of pieces just in there too. Okay, I want to put one piece of my sheet. I'll have to rip some more sheets as I'm watching TV tonight. I am going, this is a little wider than I want. When I make bows, I found that the thinner it is, the lady at Create Place, she uses the thinner stuff, and it works so cute into a bow. I've started doing the thinner stuff, and it's a lot better. I'm gonna save that other piece for a second. And that's not quite as long, but that'll work just fine. Put some of this lace in there. I'm going to use some of the silk, but I think I'll save it. Okay. Let's get this. Do a couple loops, and then I'm going to do a tail, an extra tail. Piece in there. This is a little short piece. We're just going to throw it in too. It'll just bulk up the bow. Okay, now let's put some of this yellowish green color in. There's lots of strings. There we go. Maybe it's strings are calming down a little bit. Okay, put that one like that. This one over here. Where's that other? This stuff, I think. Maybe it's going to be too wide. Yeah, I'll have to do it with a wider bow. Whoops. That down. I think I'll just keep using this. This little piece was kind of cute in there. To grab that one, we'll just try and use this one. Put some more ribbon or lace in there. Put that. And what should we end? Put another one of these in. Guess what I forgot? I forgot to put the dang thing in down there at the bottom. I always do that. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for me to remember. Maybe I'll put a little bit more of this in. I need to coffee stain some more of these sheets and get them tore. That'll have to be my project tonight. Being the coffee staining. Wow. That's a great big old gnarly mess. Bunch of strings on that one. Love polka dots. I think they're so cute. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna get us a little string to put under here. I forgot. Keep the shape of her bow. Might as well add the rest of this in there. Some of this off because I won't need that much to. Okay, take our two little ends, just give us a knot right here and just kind of not real tight, pull it up, and then I like to take and get my two little strings and bring them around to the back. And then this is when we tighten it up good and tight. And then start fluffing our bow. I take my tails and then give it a good whack and get all my tails coming down. My bow parts going up. Fluff it out, get all these little buggers out. It's really out of place. Okay. Bring this back over. I'm just going to use these two little tails that we had, that we tied the bow with, to tie it onto here. And I have that off to the side. I probably should have put a little bit of pink into it. Oh, that's so cute. Get a little bit of the strings off. I'm gonna put a cute little button in there. A little bag of buttons somewhere. Do this every time I lose my stuff. There we go. Let's find a cute little button. Need to get a few more buttons in here. Maybe a pretty little one like that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I may go back in and add a little bit of pink to that, but I don't know. Maybe it's kind of cute just like that. I didn't get my glue gun heated up, so I'm just going to put some Tite Bond. This stuff will stick it down for sure. I love this Tite Bond glue. Use it on everything. Just give it a little second and it'll cures pretty fast. How do you guys like that? I think it turned out adorable. Can't wait to put it by my chair. It's all sealed and everything, so you just lift that up and put that back down with the bow on it. It'll just work just fine. Just have to play with the bow a little bit when you lift it up. Anyway, I hope I inspired you to go thrifting and find you some cute little boxes and throw your twist on it. And this worked out so good. I'm really loving the tissue paper look on it. So, okay. So we've got it right here, and we put the cute little bow on it, and we have all this. But I just tried a little bit of stenciling with some texture paste. And I don't know if you guys could see it, but it looks so cool. I'm going to texture the rest of it, and then I'm going to dry it, and then I'll just antique it a little bit with my wax, the dark wax. And I think it looks so cute. What I used is, excuse me, the lightweight spackle. I just put a little bit on my little palette here. And then I used about a tablespoon of this, and then I used about a teaspoon of this. And it was really thick, so I don't know, you could use a little less than a teaspoon, but it's just the celery from Waverly. And I just mixed them together right here, and just using this as the texture. So we're going to try it right here. Piece there that I don't love. Okay, so we're going to put, stand up, put this little stencil right here. And I'm just going to take it and go over it. And this leaves the cutest little impression from the stencil. And you just use just the tiniest little bit on your spatula, because you don't want to use a whole ton and get it all over. And just scrape it off like that and lift it up. And look how cute it is. That's a little thick up there because I had it going up. So let me wipe this off, make sure I don't get any over here. And I just want to put just a little, maybe just this little piece right here. I'm just kind of covering up the white a little bit. Okay. If you don't like it, wipe it off like that. That didn't go on very, kind of smudged a little bit. Okay, let's try it one more time. I'll hold it down better, a little bit on my finger, and I'll go over it. There. Put a little something maybe right there. We don't know. We'll see. But I want to dry these really quick, and then we can add more. Maybe I could add it like that. Want that little there. Just kind of manipulate your stencil a little bit to do it what you want. Perfect. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love that little look. Okay. Gotta be careful because we need to dry those two spots. So I can do one more side, and then we will go to drying it. I am going to use this one there. That was so pretty. Then there's some writing on this that I think is going to be cute on some of it, on this stencil. I got this stencil from Temu. They've got a lot of really cute stencils. Okay, that's a little thick right there, so I'll just kind of tone it down just a little bit. Perfect. I'm loving it. I love the different textures that it gives. That's what's kind of fun when you craft. You can use lots of different mediums and do a lot of fun different stuff. I'm going to put some of these words right here. Just take a little tiny bit. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Hold your stencil down. Just kind of go over it. Oh, that's cute. Really cute. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Excuse me. But just a little bit of something is so cute. This texture. Okay, I'm going to put this going up here. Oops, that's way too much. This lightweight spackle dries really quick too. So, all right, now we're going to start drying it. And then we could do the rest of our little box. And this is almost dry up here. The stencil has a lot of really fun stuff. It's got the flowers, the words, and the little box mesh looking thing. That's pretty much dry. What's nice about this spackle too is you can just wipe it right off. That if you don't like it on your project where you put it, just wipe it off. Try it again. I think this just took it to another level. It just made it so cute. Flip that paper. Dry it up. And we start on this side. So it doesn't have just as much space, but it has a few little spots that we can stencil on. This one. Put some words, but I'm going to have to dry that little spot right there. here on the edge. And we want to put something up here. That little flower right there. Push it down a little better. I'm just putting just a little bit here and there. I don't want it to be super thick and take away from the cute print we have on there. But I do want a little bit of something. We'll do that up there if we can get it to lay flat enough. Not quite. What else can we put up there? Put that in. The knob is a challenge. That's better. That's good, good, good. Put this little word right here. Oh, that's cute. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, we'll do this end. And this dries surprisingly fast and durable too. So it shouldn't chip off. I'm going to probably seal mine with a matte sealer because I don't want it glossy. I just want a matte finish on it. And that will help with the peeling, if it was to peel, which I haven't had any of mine do that. I've done this a few times, so. Put a few more words right there. And that flower right there. Just scrape as much as you can off. You don't want it really thick. Oh, that's looking so cute. Love it. Shouldn't put it over the other ones that you haven't dried, but I'm being really careful, so it seems to be fine. Let's see. Do we have it all done? Yeah, no, not quite. We got this side right here. I was thinking that was pretty fast if we got it all done that fast. Let's see. Put that right there. This is such a cute look, I think. Okay. A little thicker right there that I don't like. This side had quite a bit of, put it pretty, not a whole lot of room for a little bit of texturing, but we'll do a little bit here. be sure and wash your stencil out when you're done. I'm gonna wipe mine off a little bit, and then I'm gonna wash it. I just put it in the sink with some warm water and just let it soak for a minute, and then I just wipe over it softly with a cloth or a sponge. And then after this dries really well, we'll go back over it with our wax. Soften up a little. See how cute that looks? How it darkened it up a little. So that's exactly how I wanted it. This is so cute. We'll just go over the top of these. Make sure they're good and dry. Oops, that wasn't. That's thicker up there. Try that. It's okay if it comes off like that. It just come right off. We'll just take it off, and then we'll just use what we've got there. It's not quite dry. I better dry it a little better before I really get too carried away with it. Anyway, you guys get the idea with this dark wax up here, how cute it's going to be once it's all dry. Isn't that cute? I love it. I loved it before, but I even love it more now. I think it's so much cuter with the few little texture pieces on there. And I do like how this is dirtied up and how this is not yet. And it's going to look so much cuter dirtied up. Get a little more wax. This brush is awful. I gotta get my big brush in here. My softer one. I'll just use this one. It's kind of hard. Isn't that cute? Oh, love it. Love it so much. All right, well, I thought of this after the fact, so I had to come back and do it and show you guys. So I hope you liked it. And sorry, I'm wiggling the table. I got to get a new stand where it's not hooked to my table. All right, love you guys.